Nowhere Man. If you've been with us before, you know how huge Beatles fans we are. And if we're talking about Beatles, you know we love to talk about parallelism in their songs. Not that Paul, George, John, and Ringo said anything about it, but if there's anything that songs usually have, is its openness to interpretation to anyone who relates to it. If you know us, you know we love to bring God into it. And Nowhere Man is not an exception. Feeling lost? As if drowning in an ocean of confusion, discouraged, low self-esteem, and perhaps even sad and upset. Some of us may have felt this way at some point in our lives, and some of us may be living with it right now. John Lennon, amazing as he is, fortunately wrote Nowhere Man for this specific, inexplicable feeling, a very human feeling. The lines, "He's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody, doesn't have a point of view, knows not where he's going to. Isn't he a bit like you and me?" depicts a certain confusion and loss, and perhaps being stuck somewhere in life, where it concludes to a more relatable note. Isn't he a bit like you and me? Further suggesting that all of us, no exceptions, at one point, do get confused, lost, and stuck in this big adventure we call life. Well, the thing is, life is not just one long straight road. It's much more than that. And dark looming clouds, intersections, and crazy windings are a part of that trip, making us confused and lost, even stuck without having a single clue about what's happening. And in worst-case scenarios, make us change routes altogether. But check it out. After what looks like a somber connotation, the song goes, "Nowhere Man, please listen. You don't know what you're missing. Nowhere Man, the world is at your command." The song then offers hope, which is probably the underlying context, the main message, that despite the confusion, being lost, getting stuck, and all that ruckus in life, there is hope, ever existent like the sun after the dawn breaks, a part of a cycle that affirms the beauty of human life. The song may contain sadness and, to some extent, depressing and nihilistic connotations, but it only shows how low we can go before things start to turn around. That no matter how bad things get, how deep we are in confusion and being lost, a direction will always come. Answers will be given. As we'd like to believe, all things fall into place, like some sort of intervention. But what if we draw this message of hope and correlate it to Jesus and his ministry? A divine intervention, perhaps. Remember Mary Magdalene, the cripple, the blind man, the leper, Lazarus. They believe themselves to be hopeless cases. Society even deems them the same. Heck, even Lazarus was already dead. But Jesus came in and changed the game for everybody, the perfect embodiment of hope and salvation. Jesus showed Mary Magdalene love and repentance. He made the cripple walk again, the blind see, healed and cleansed the leper, and brought back Lazarus to life. He himself, the Son of God, saw worth, gave love, offered hope to them who view themselves as hopeless cases. So why don't you do that for yourself? You're alive. You have something to live for, whether it's a passion or your love for other people. There is always something out there, and even in yourself, as Jesus saw inside all the people he helped. It's okay to be confused, lost, upset, and sad. Take your time to process and acknowledge these feelings. as it will help you understand the love you need to give yourself. And as for Jesus, He always does what He does best: love and give hope. He loves you no matter what, and we bet you know that. To give you one last thought to ponder, check out these lines. Nowhere, man, don't worry. Take your time, don't hurry. Leave it all till somebody else lends you a hand. Props to John Lennon and the rest of the Beatles in giving us another song to love for a long time. Whether it's Jesus or the Beatles' fine tunes, lending a helping hand and messages of hope during dark times, always remember, you are worthy because Jesus knows so. And while you're at it, bring your best.